Back here, seeing the crowd, being in the starting lineup.
Yeah, it was fun. Obviously, we didn't get the W, which is most important, but being back home in front of, an environment that I've been around before and a lot of people that I know is definitely a surreal moment for me.
Steve talked about how you guys are sort of getting your spirit back after those last 2 games at home. How do you feel that?
Yeah, we're just playing harder. We're playing for each other. And when you play hard, the basketball gods reward you. So I think the last 2 nights, everybody that stepped on the floor has, made an impact in a positive way. And even though we didn't come out with the W tonight, you could see flashes throughout the game, even with, 5, 6 guys out.
How do you view where the team's defense is at? That's obviously a big issue at the end of the homestand, first half last night. And today was pretty good until the fourth quarter. They scored 46.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit tough just because, we have so many, people out the lineup. Rotations are kind of in a jumble and it has been throughout the year. So I think, when we get healthy and we have everybody back, I think we'll be solid. But, most of it comes down to effort and wanting to do it. And like Steve said, I think these last 2 games we've shown that we want to do it. Obviously, NBA teams are really good at scoring the ball. But I think we're getting better, obviously compared to those last 2 home games where we got blown out. It just didn't feel like we had any energy on defense or we cared.
What are the conversations like? I mean, because you're saying we didn't feel like we had the energy, we didn't really feel like we cared and stuff, to flipping it around. Like, is it everyone sitting in the locker room talking about this as a team? Like, how do you flip it from not having the confidence, not caring to?
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy to me because, like, off the floor, like, we're probably the closest group that at least I've been around. And then on the floor, sometimes we get a little disconnected. So it's kind of new to me. But I think our leaders, Dre and Chris and Steph, do a good job of talking in the locker room and making it a point. But, you only can say so much, right? At the end of the day, it's on the people that are on the floor to go out and do it. And, if you don't have the energy and want and desire to do it, then, your team's going to suffer.
Go ahead.
We had a box behind us going nuts every time you were hitting step back 3.
Yeah.
Did you have a group of people here?
Yeah, I had a lot of people. Ran into my 7th grade English teacher pregame. I haven't seen her in a while, but yeah, I had a lot of people here. A lot of people that I met along my journey, which has been cool for me, just to see familiar faces.
Did the teacher assign you an essay?
Nah, she said she's glad I went to military school, otherwise I would have been a troublemaker.
You used the word surreal to describe
Yeah.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
At one point I looked up and the floor was kind of spaced and it was you going one-on-one against Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
You got past him. I don't think you scored. But was there sort of a surreal moment? This is the court, the games you came to as a child, and here you're going one-on-one against Giannis.
Yeah, so I was actually here the day this building opened. I was a sophomore in high school, and I got to meet Giannis. Just as a kid, as a sophomore in high school, you only dream of stuff like this. So being here the first day the building opened, being able to play here in high school, and then, coming here when I was with Illinois and not playing, just to, have that feeling of so many people coming to watch you and not being able to step foot on the floor was, kind of heartbreaking for me. But then, full circle moment, have all my family and friends here to, watch me play. Thankfully Steph took a rest and I got to start.
What were the circumstances around you meeting Giannis? How did that?
He was he's a pretty friendly guy. He's always out in the community. He just stopped by, little photo station and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool.
You had that step back 3 over Giannis. Is that a memory for you? How that feel?
I mean, it was just in the flow of the game, just a kind of reaction. That's what I try to do. I feel like maybe the last 3 games, I think I was like maybe 1 for 16 from 3. Just felt like I always needed to make the next one, and so just pressing a little bit and just kind of letting loose. I'm at home in front of all these people. Just kind of let go and let the game kind of flow and just get yourself lost in the game. And, I shot 3 out of 5 tonight. So I feel good going into Memphis, and I think, we'll have a good chance to win.
I think when Andre enters in the third quarter, you guys are down 5, immediately go on, I think, a 7-0 run. By the time he leaves in the fourth quarter, you guys are up 7. Just kind of what did you think of the way that his energy helped flip the game?
No, I mean, He made big time plays. He's a big time player, man. He was a winner in college. Has a motor like I haven't seen in a long time. Imposes his will on the game. I mean, he just made big time plays. He made winning plays. That's who Dre is. So, I think it was his first double-double. We needed, every rebound. He has 6 offensive rebounds. He's guarding the best player on the other side. So he's shaping into being, a really, really special player in this league.
I think Chris is 5 of 5 in the fourth quarter, 13 points, 5 assists. Just what did you see from him to kind of take you guys?
No, Chris was huge. We needed every single point. Chris is Chris. That's what he does. Especially in the fourth quarter, he gets a rhythm. He gets going, and I thought he was, having him on the floor as a general. And he's calling plays. He's getting us in the right spot. Made some big time shots. So. Chris was phenomenal tonight. Giannis was phenomenal. Dame was great. I thought we played some really good basketball. There were some stretches where, obviously we have to be better on defense, but there were some times where we were able to get some stops as well. So it's something to improve on. It's just can't take any possessions off. You got to play, the full 24 seconds. You got to, box out, limit them to 1 rebound. But there were some things to build on.
I guess sort of off that, at the first quarter, I think Dame had a dozen in the first quarters. What, as Golden State's kind of hanging tough, how important was it that he was sort of aggressive again, second straight night, and to kind of set a tone for you?
Yeah, when Dame's, when he's aggressive, we kind of go as he goes, He gives us that kind of confidence, and he's starting to feel, you could tell he's starting to feel a lot more comfortable out there. I think he and Giannis and Chris and Brooke, they're finding a rhythm, but they have to fight for it. You have to. It's not going to be handed to us. We got to fight for our spacing. We got to fight for our execution, and when we do that, we're elite. We had 33 assists tonight, so I just love how we play for each other. The ball was hopping. We were making the right plays. Giannis had 33 points, but he's always, still making the right play, and so, that's important. It's important for the spirit of the team when we're playing for each other.
Before the game, you had talked about, being prepared for whomever on the scouting report and how, younger players maybe who don't play very much could have an opportunity. What, you guys made it tough for Wiggins and Thompson, but as they got deeper into the bench, Podziemski is 10th start ever, what did that group kind of do against you?
Yeah, all? I mean, the lefty was crafty. I love lefties because, I'm a lefty, so I got a special place for all lefties. And, he's crafty. He can shoot the 3, made some tough finishes around the basket. I also think, though, it's important, to start the game that you don't give those guys any confidence. We let them hit a couple shots. You see the ball go in. You want to jump on them early. But give him credit. He played a tremendous, really great job off the bench. I think Jackson played, well. They all played well. They made it a tough ball game. They easily could have laid down. But they got championship caliber players over there. They made it extremely competitive, but I thought, we took care of business tonight, and then we just have to get ready. And it's a quick turnaround to get ready for Sacramento.